Hello.
Hi.
Hi, Myra. You can hear me, right?
Yes. I'm Myra Nissen, and I have the great pleasure of introducing my friend Kavitha Kukunor. And what I want to say is how privileged I am to introduce her because we met by chance at a JHC in 2018 when we shared a hotel room and we didn't know each other and we became really good friends. So tonight, Rita Kukunar is going to talk about effective pain management in ear, nose, and throat diseases with homeopathy. Kavitha is a homeopathic professional from India and moved to the US in 1998. She graduated with a bachelor's degree in homeopathic medicine and surgery from the University of Health Sciences in Andhra Pradesh, India, and she has been in practice since 1996. Kavitha served for 10 years as an administrator and advisor for World Homeopathy Community, and she served for 2 years as president and COO of the same organization, conducting monthly health in shows and producing professional webinars with world-renowned homeopaths. Kavitha practices classical homeopathy and also uses Bach flowers, tissue salts, color, and sound remedies. She is certified in organic therapy, detox, and the use of drainage remedies. Kavitha mentors students and conducts lectures on homeopathy internationally. In 2019, she served on the board of directors of the Homeoprophylaxis, a worldwide choice for disease prevention conference, and also the Free and Healthy Children International Board. She's a member of Liga International. She is the president and CEO of Kavitha Holistic Approach and runs the KHA Homeopathy Study Group pro bono. So with that, please begin your talk.
Thank you, Myra. Can you see my screen, Myra?
Yes.
You can see, right? I will move the controls.
Also, she wants questions to answer at the end, so you can type them in the chat.
Okay. I have all these controls here. Okay, let me move this. Okay. Thank you so much, Myra, for the beautiful description. She's so sweet and good friend of me. Hello, everyone. And I hope you are all doing good in these pandemics and unprecedented times. First, I wanted to thank National Center for Homeopathy, President Laurie Grossman, and NCH team, and whole Health Now, Kim, Elia, Mickey, Tara, Roger, for organizing this incredible conference and giving me this opportunity to speak here. Thank you all for your precious time. Homeopathy is divine art of healing. Tribute to Samuel Hahnemann. Mira has told me everything which I wrote here. I wanted to say, I love homeopathy. And for me, how important is CHC certified? Getting CHC certified is very important. So I got my CHC certification in 2007 and registered member of NASH in 2007. I folded my experiences, true life experiences, in the form of book Beyond the Limits. So I just encourage everyone to get CHC certified and NAS certified, and also become a member of National Center for Homeopathy. The proceeds of the book goes to the charity. Today's theme is in loving memory of my dearest friend Debbie Bruck. She passed away in 2018, and it was her dream to come for this conference with me. So she is here today. HWC is a homeopathic portal for practicing homeopaths founded by late Debbie Bruck, and I'm so fortunate to fulfill her dreams and legacy in promoting homeopathy pro bono. Today's topic: effective pain management in ear, nose, throat diseases. Getting opportunity as a JHC speaker is a proud moment, and I wanted to share my honor with my team of Kavita Holistic Approach. Today I will be sharing 12 acute cases which are real cases from our clinics. Myself, Dr. Rajneesh Kumar Sharma, Dr. Hiralal Agarwal, Dr. Mohammad Rafiq, Dr. Lalan Singh Yadav, Dr. Deepak Sharma, Professor Regina Rianetti. When we are united, we grow together. In Organ of Medicine, Hahnemann says, aphorism 1 and 2, the sole mission of physician is to cure rapidly, gently, and permanently. And pain management is a universal requirement and a priority in healthcare. The adverse physiological and psychological implications of unmanaged pain remain substantially unresolved. And many do not believe in homeopathy. They think only for the chronic conditions or it is not effective. Today, I will be sharing 12 acute conditions, very short conditions, such as the case is short, acute case, and it is also an exacerbation of the chronic situation. Otitis media, quinsy, profuse bleeding, nasal polypi, acute strep throat, acute sore throat, acute septic throat, periauricular abscess, epistaxis, peritonsillar abscess, acute follicular pharyngitis, acute tonsillitis, recurrent ear pain. And the remedies that are covered in these 12 conditions are belladonna, pulsatilla, hyoscyamus. Pink remedy, I like Ambika Water's color and sound remedies. Callium muriaticum, tissue salts like Callium muriaticum 6x, Calcarea florica 6x, Calcarea phos 6x. Remedies like Silesia, phosphorus, Merck salt, Merck iodatus flavus, Myristica, acid nitricum, hepasulf, sorinum, phytolacca, Vipia, ear, nose, throat, mother tincture. And Hahnemann says, like in aphorism 3 and 4, the knowledge of understanding the disease and the what is to be curative in the disease and what is to be curative in the remedies and application of the later to the former is an art for the well-being of the human and treating the conditions. Case 1, otitis media in autistic spectrum child. 5 years old boy. He was diagnosed as autistic spectrum disorder at 2 years 6 months with otitis media. He had right ear tube surgery at age of 3. His body is always warm and he easily gets heated up. And he wants everything in place. If his mother takes away his toy and puts it in different place, he will go and pick it up and put it in his place where he wants to be. He has symptoms of OCD. He's very organized and he's fearful and do not want to go to the doctors or visit hospitals. He is affectionate and likes to be cuddled. If anyone raises their voice, he cannot bear, he cries. He has ear pain and very sensitive and hot. He laughs immoderately, looks at one particular angle, and do not want to be covered naked and has sensory issues. Has ear tubes inserted and the fluid comes out of it. Nasal discharge is watery, later turns into yellow and green. He do not like to drink water but loves some cold drinks little bit. His constitutional remedy was hyoscyamus. Based on the symptoms, he was very hyper and he spits, laughs immoderately, throws objects, breaks things, and also there was a sibling rivalry. He got a baby sister, then all his symptoms became worse and jealousy. So now, for his otitis media, the symptoms are considered into the rubrics: mind laughing involuntary, mind activity hyper, mind affectionate children kiss, caries, eye staring, naked wants to be hyperesthesia cutaneous, eustachian tubes, ear discharges yellow, generalities heated, warmed, heart becoming aggravation. The remedies that came up are phosphorus, hyoscyamus, belladonna, pulsatilla, ignatia. Well, as an acute condition, on examination, inflammatory, all the swelling of the ears, bulging, and red eardrums. So given belladonna 30C and repeated every 2 to 3 hours in water of 8 ounce with 1 ounce as dose. He made 80% improvement within 1 day. After 3 days, mother calls again, says his symptoms now changed. Now he is not hyper and he is more mild, which is already there before also. Both the symptoms alternate and he cries for no reason. He is very cranky, thirstless, needs affection and cuddling. Now he has only yellow discharge. Then pulsatilla 30C was given as the symptoms matched, and it also came up in the repertorization. And the pulsatilla was repeated every 2 to 3 hours in water for another 2 days, and slowly his symptoms reduced. Now the doctrine of signature of pulsatilla. It is a small and delicate plant growing in clusters in sandy soil. The stem sways according to the wind and like the mood of the person requiring the pulsatilla. And he wants to be affectionate, cuddled, and wants to remain in company. And just like the sand do not need much water, the client is also thirstless. So in this, in the case like the belladonna and hyoscyamus, both are matching to his condition. Hyoscyamus, there is no inflammatory conditions. Both are related to act on the nervous system, cerebral, but the non-inflammatory is hyoscyamus and inflammatory condition is the belladonna. And if you check in the organ of medicine aphorism 210 to 230, Dr. Hahnemann mentions diseases of mental and emotional levels. 210 aphorism, patient's disposition is to be noted, and 211, mental disposition determines the selection of the remedy. Belladonna, acute inflammatory symptoms, redness, hot, swelling, and hyperactivity. Hyperesthesia and pulsatilla, change of symptoms, mild and yellow discharge, needs affection, caries. And the supplements which I usually give are the either color or sound remedies or the tissue salts. And here the pink remedy 6-6 was given daily once for 2 weeks. And it is indicated on the basis like it relates to the heart chakra. It is the color of motherly love. It offers sweetness, calmness, and brings peace of mind. And Calimure 6-6 is 4 tablets twice daily for 2 weeks. Pain, inflammatory conditions, chronic otitis media, and the white or the yellow discharge are seen in the Calimure 6-6. And later for this child, I have given green remedy because it acts on again on the heart after for another time in his follow-up, and it also clears the mucus discharges. here is the testimonial from the client.
Hi, we have a son who is 6 years old and is autistic. Apart from his autism, he has a lot of ear related issues and throat issues. So, because of that, we had to do an operation 2 years before. And last year, they told that they have to redo the operation. Like they have to replace the ear tube and check for his adenoids and tonsils again. So, doing this operation again and again is a nightmare for us with an autistic son. So we didn't have a choice and we were stuck. So then a friend referred homeopathic medicine, and he referred us to Dr. Kavita. So we contacted her, and she did a detailed analysis on my son, on his symptoms, and she suggested some remedies. From last year I am following, and we never have to do an operation again, and now he is doing really better. It is only once we have visited the hospital, after we have contacted Dr. Kavita. With the symptoms changing, she mentions the appropriate remedies for his ears and nose. So it's really working wonders. Thank you.
And case 2, Quincy. 2 years old boy has very large tonsils, so big that it closed the buccal cavity. And he gets cold frequently. He has fever, and the tonsils are painful when he swallows. He's chilly and easily tired, and he wants to cover. And he has large head when compared to the other parts, and he sweats in the night. He do not like to drink cold drinks because it increases his pain in the throat. On examination, tonsils are swollen, inflamed, and has pus in the cavities. Doctors prescribed antibiotics, but it did not help. Upon inquiry, came to know that his symptoms got after vaccination. He got fever and abscess. So consider those symptoms: throat inflammation, sore throat, tonsils, cold after. Coldness, lack of vital heat, he easily gets exerted. So worse exertion, and vaccination after ailments, abscess suppuration, vaccination after, and head perspiration, worse night, and fever, heat, pain from. The remedies that came up are Silesia, Calcarea, Merxol, tuberculum, and gunpowder. So Silesia covered abscess after vaccination, and other symptoms like abscess, suppuration, heel refuses to tonsils has only one remedy, that is Silesia. And gunpowder is very good for abscess, but when compared to the Silesia, covered most of these symptoms it was given. And even Malandrinum has the effects of vaccination, but it has the skin complaints which are not there in the client. So Silesia 200 was given, repeated twice daily for 3 days, and 2 drops in half cup of water. Silesia is a wonderful remedy for combating bad effects of vaccination. Ailments attended with pus formation, and patient is chilly, lack of vital heat, profuse head of the sweat with offensiveness. Follow-up after 10 days. His pain reduced 90% and tonsils are less inflamed but still swollen and without pus. Advise Calcarea Florica 66, 4 tablets twice daily, because Calcarea Flor also acts on the tonsils, the growths, and it was advised, and repeated Silesia 202 doses and kept for monitoring. Next follow-up after 1 month, child is doing much better. So just continued Calcarea Florica 66 for next 6 months and advised to repeat Silesia if needed. And case 3, profusely bleeding nasal polypen. 68 years old man, a senior citizen. He has heavy bleeding from both nostrils. It is seen like either 2 times or 3 times in a week. He is very anxious and worried about his health, and tall. He's thirsty. He likes sweets more and fatty food and warm food. His thermos are hotter. So surgery was the only option given to him by the modern medicine. Repertorization was made using the synthesis repertory, considered the food and drinks, fat disease, sweet disease, warm food disease, and lean people, nasal polypi bleeds easily. Remedies that came up are calcareous phos, calcarea, natramos, phosphorus, tuberculinum. The remedy phosphorus was selected on the basis of nose, bleed, and polypi. Thermals, hot, thin, anxious, thirsty, disease, fats and sweets, and it is a tubercular myxome. Though disease warm food is not covered by phosphorus, but it covered most of the other symptoms. So given phosphorus 200 C 2 times a day for 3 days and reviewed after 1 week. Also suggested calcarea phos 6x 4 tablets 3 times daily. It acts on the growth and it is also a tubercular myxome. Follow-up, patient has made very big improvement, reduced bleeding and has better energy. He did not say that in the initial when we saw, but he said like his energy levels improved after the remedy. Continued calcarea for 663 times daily for 3 months and advised to repeat phosphorus 200 when symptoms relapse. Case for acute strep throat. 12 years old boy. He has pain in the throat and burst by swallowing. It is safe for 5 days. They have given homemade remedies, syrups, and but it was not helpful. And fever was 101 degrees Fahrenheit with chill, body pain, headache, very irritable, and offensive discharge is there. And his symptoms are worse in the night. Increased salivation and had offensive odor from mouth, thirsty and irritable. His mouth is moist and also very thirsty. So strep throat was positive, tested, and on examination, throat had a glassy, shiny, clear appearance and salivation as seen in the picture. Repertorization using the complete repertory, strep throat, fever, heat, pain from perspiration, offensive night, mouth, offensive odor, perspiration during, salivation, offensive, salivation, thirst with, and fever, heat, alternating states, chill with, and worse night. The remedies that came up are Merxol, Econite, nitric acid, Carbovage. Mercury solvus was selected based on the inflamed tonsils, excessive salivation. It is very clear cut to the because the characteristic symptoms and everything was seen. And so Merxol 30C was given 4 times a day and scheduled follow-up after 3 days. Fever reduced, pain was 50% better, saliva less, odor of the mouth also better, and fever has gone, headache, body pain, chill, they are all almost reduced after 3 days. So continued Merxol, but they're still there. So continued Merxol 30 daily once for 3 more days and to report after 3 days. You can see the picture that it is improved. And the same symptoms because it matched the excessive salivation, fetid odor from mouth and moist mouth, great thirst, increased perspiration, worse night. So follow-up after 10 days. On examination of the throat, we can see the normalcy of the throat as seen in the picture. Strep throat test became negative, no further remedy was given, and Guyton defines health as homeostasis. And for this child, later I have given him streptococcinum 200 as a prophylaxis and tenom also. So because he used to get frequent strep throat infection, so it helped him. Case 5, acute sore throat. Female, 40 years old, has fever and the throat pain. Again, fever with chill, which alternates, dry throat and difficulty in swallowing, do not like to drink water, and cough, very irritative and choking, headache, very severe, she's chilly, and she has tried home remedies but did not help much. On examination, throat was very reddish, face flushed, body was very hard to touch, pulse rate 144 per minute regular. So on repertorization, same symptoms like heat, fever, heat alternating states, chilliness, dry burning heat, headache with heat flashes, choking, throat choking, constricting, swallowing aggravation, dryness, drinks aversion to, dryness, swallowing aggravation, inflammation, sore throat, fever during, irritation, cough, larynx. Remedies that came up are belladonna, lachesis, pulsatilla, aconite. And it was clearly shows the symptoms of belladonna, so gave the belladonna sudden onset and with the severity of the symptoms, redness of the throat and severe pain, forehead hard and face flush, so and the dryness of the throat, chilliness, everything all matched to the state of belladonna. Belladonna 200 was given 4 doses per day along with saccharum lactose 1 dose per day for 3 days. Then 2 doses of remedy for another 2 days. And you can see in the picture it is completely gone, very no inflammation, it is normal. After follow-up, after 5 days, showed drastic improvement in fever and the throat pain and headache, everything made improvement, and patient started feeling better after the 3rd dose of belladonna, where the first fever dropped and then the throat pain, and improved in the throat congestion also, and his dry cough also reduced. Case 6, acute septic throat. A 35 years old female from village. She has severe pain on the right side of the throat and bruised sensation. She has fever and chill. She was admitted in the hospital for 5 days and there was no relief. I took IVs and everything, but the fever did not reduce. Pain started on right side of the throat and went to the left side. She was sweating and it is offensive. She's thirsty, moist mouth, and has the recurrent mouth ulcers. On examination, we can see the grayish patch in the right fossa, which is very clearly seen in the image. Thickly coated tongue, offensive odor of the mouth. So using the Zomeo software, symptom took from Murphy's was pain, throat bruised, inflammation, pain throat right side, and again from the Murphy's repertory, pain throat right to left, and nerve repertory, odor offensive, and mouth ulcers. The remedies that came up are Merxol, Merc iod flavatum, Natromur, Mercurius iodated flavors, because was this remedy has right side throat complaints. It's almost similar to the Mercurius, Merxol, but the right side is more prominent. Offensive odor of the mouth and great thirst, increased offensive sweat, history of recurrent mouth ulcers. Mercurius iodatus rubrum is if it is left side. So she was given Mercurius iodatus flavors 200, 3 doses per day for 1 week, and saccharum lactose 1 dose per day for 1 week, because she's from village and they need something to take every day and frequently. They think that they get better. Follow-up after 2 weeks showed total regression of the grayish patch in the throat with marked improvement in her symptoms. Like ear pain, she did not tell that before, but she in the follow-up she said like her ear pain also reduced and weakness also better, and there is no difficulty in the swallowing. The thick coating of the tongue was better. You can, in the picture, you can see that the big, huge grayish patch, it is all gone. It's clear, but the coating of the tongue is still there. Offensiveness of the mouth is better, and the weakness also improved. So advise saccharum lactose placebo 3 doses per day for 2 weeks, and advice for oral hygiene like gargle with warm salt water and turmeric. Case 7, preauricular abscess. 12 years old boy suffering with preauricular abscess for over a month. It is so big and painful. It is on the right side, close to the ear. Father said like maybe he played in the with the mud and other things, so something might went into his ear and caused, but they are not sure what exactly happened. So rubrics that are considered are abscess suppurations, meatus external, ear inflammation, abscess suppurations, foreign bodies, elimination of. Remedies that came up are Silesia, Hepar, Calcarea sulf, Myristica, Pulsatilla. Due to previous experience acquired, suggested Myristica 30C, 2 doses daily for 3 days and 1 dose of placebo for 3 days. He was asked to report after 1 week, but they did not come back. So they might have gone for surgery. That is what we thought. Later, they reported after 2 months, and the remedy, saying that the remedy worked magically, and the ulcer was healed without any scar formation. As you can see in the picture, the before picture and the after picture. According to the Boericke, Myristica, remedy of great antiseptic powers, hastens suppuration, shortens duration, acts more powerfully, often like Hepar sulf and Silesia. We usually go with first Hepar and Silesia and then last, but in this case, just given the Myristica. Boericke says that often does away with use of knife. Case 8, epistaxis. 70 years old, has recurrent epistaxis since 2 years, and which mostly occurs during sleep. She has headache and bleeding per rectum, and she likes some unusual things like chat, because that's what his family members told. And she has vertigo, especially when she walks fast, and she's very irritable. She scolds and irritates, and it is more during the morning, and her urine is offensive. So repertorization using radar opus. The symptoms that are considered are the rubrics: nose epistaxis, sleep aggravation, rectum hemorrhage from, mind irritability, worse in the morning, vertigo, walking rapidly, food and drink desires, chalk and clay. So the remedies that came up are Pulsatilla, nitric acid, Nux vomica, sulfur, natramur. Out of all these 5 remedies, nitric acid nitricum was chosen because the patient has irritability in the morning, offensive urination, and also quarrels with neighbors and has the grudge. So acid, because that was given from the relatives and family members, that confirmed. Acid nitricum 1 mg was given, that is the reason higher potency was given, and only 1 dose. After 2 days, bleeding completely stopped. And organal aphorism 213, Dr. Hahnemann advises that without prescribing on mind symptoms, a cure is not possible. And section 153, we have to prescribe on uncommon mind symptoms. Indications: nosebleed with a night aggravation, hemorrhages from bowels, profuse bright red, longing for indigestible things, chalk or clay, irritable temperament. Case 9, peritonsillar abscess. 45 years old, female, suffering with peritonsillar abscess. She has dysphagia and offensive discharges, stitching pain in the throat, and she's oversensitive to the pain or cold or anything. And she gets frequent tonsillitis, which is uncommon, but she gets the cold easily. And she believes in homeopathic treatment. On repetization, abscess, suppuration, tonsils, inflammation, sore throat, tonsils, cold after, inflammation, sore throat, chronic tonsils, stitching pain, swallowing aggravation. So the remedies that came up are Beretta-Carb, Hepasulf, Silesia, Calcarea. So after complete case taking, suggested her 1 dose of Sorinum 200 because there is a past history of skin eruptions with excessive itching, and Sorinum as an intercurrent remedy also. And so after that, the next day, she was given Hepasulf 200 twice daily for 5 days. She made 95% improvement within 3 days. And indications for Sorinum are offensive discharges, intense itching, and past history of suppressions, skin suppressions. And it worked out as intercurrent remedy. And Hepasulf, chili, she wants to cover stitching pain with pus, was eating ice cream and worse in the winter, pharyngitis with a characteristic stitching or sphincter like pains in the throat, tonsils swollen and suppurative. Sorinum indications, Dr. Roger Morrison's desktop guide says that in fact the inherent weakness of the Sorinum constitution allows easy suppression to deeper layers, not only of skin eruptions, but also of perspiration, of discharges, etc. Clark's Dictionary of Materia Medica for Hepasulf is painful at the edge, suppurating like with pain as if so difficult to heal, inflamed, itching, looking like a lump of lead with a hole in it, and smelling like old cheese is very characteristic of Hepasulf ulcers and discharges. And you can see in this picture how the peritonsillar abscess has reduced after the remedy. Before and after picture. Case 5, case 10, acute follicular pharyngitis. 15 years old boy suffering with throat complaints, pricking pain in the throat, and he cannot swallow. He has cough, wants to hawk frequently, and worse by talking. And anything he takes better with warm drinks. Likes to swallow frequently and is more sane. Exciting factor there is like complaints started after taking cold drinks or ice cream in chilled weather. On examination, throat redness present with a diffuse white patches at the postpharyngeal wall and swollen submandibular lymph nodes. On observation, patient is uncomfortable in any position, restless, impatient, and constantly clearing his throat without any relief. Repetization done for these rubrics: hawking constant, inflammation, sore throat, follicular tonsils, pain, stitching tonsils, swallowing constant disposition, dryness from glands, salivary, submaxillary, and submandibular. The remedies that came up are belladonna, Merxol, Vaithya, Calibyke, Hepasulf. Vaithya 30C was given 3 doses at an interval of 1 hour because it's an excellent remedy for pharyngitis, especially of the follicular form, and it matches all the symptoms of the client: constant clearing and hemming, dry hacking cough, and burning sensation is also there in this Vaithya. Follow-up after 3 days, miraculous relief in all the complaints. Redness and pain in the throat reduced 90% and no white patches, no hoarseness, cough is totally relieved, and patient is calm and feeling much better. Before he was restless and impatient. Suggested client to repeat the remedy when symptoms relapse. Case 11, acute tonsillitis. 13-year-old boy having high fever, 1 or 2 degrees Fahrenheit, and severe pain in the throat for 3 days. And pain in the throat is worse on the right side, and it also extends to the right ear when he swallow or when he talk, and difficulty in swallowing, cannot take anything warm, and very restless, cannot eat because he has blisters on the tongue, and all his symptoms got worse in the night. On examination, throat right-sided tonsil much swollen, red, temperature 1 or 2, and red tip with blisters on the sides. Repatriation using Burkitt's repertory. Eruptions, growths, vesicles, blisters, tongue coating, and red tip. Pharynx inflammation, aggravation, right side. Pharynx, stitching, pricking, splinter-like pains, extending to ears, worse swallowing, yawning, and ulceration, soreness of mouth. Remedies that came up are Phytolacca, Argentum nitricum, nitric acid, rustox, sulfur, arsenic. Phytolacca 200 C was given 3 doses at an interval of 1 hour, followed by the placebo. Why Phytolacca? It's an excellent remedy for sore throat, and it has covered all the symptoms of the client, like swollen tonsils, right side, and dark red, shooting pain in ears on swallowing, cannot swallow anything hot, and red tip tongue and blisters on the sides of the tongue. Follow-up next day, patient came back with a smile on his face. Temperature became normal just after taking the very first dose, and the pain in the throat is also much better. On examination, swollen tonsil size reduced to 70%, and placebo was given for further 2 days, and after 1 week he recovered completely. Case 12, recurrent ear pain. Baby 2 months old has a recurrent ear pain. Otorhinologist had operated left inner ear 10 times, right inner ear 11 times through cut tympani. Still no relief and cries with much pain. No sleep, and baby cries when laid down due to pressure on ear. Remedy given was ear nosode 1 drop per hour in half cup of water during this crisis, and follow-up after 2 days. No more cries. Baby was able to sleep well and healed completely in 2 weeks. Did hearing test, everything was perfect. No problems since then. Indications of ear nosode mother tincture: acute ear pain, feeling cricket noises inside the ear and head, discharge or itching inside ear. Nosodes are homeopathic preparations of organic materials derived from inactivated disease products such as blood, pus, saliva, tissue, or excrement from a person infected with the illness. And streptomycin also given to a different client when they frequently use the streptomycin antibiotic, and it affected their ear. And after giving that nosode, there was improvement because it affected their hearing also. So in conclusion, in acute cases, because the presenting symptoms, as in aphorism 4, Dr. Hahnemann says, like exciting causes and the fundamental causes, everything we need to get. And here in acute cases, they are so prominent and clearly seen. And the characteristic symptoms, peculiar symptoms, everything matched so well that even it needed a very less repetization or it is very clear cut, clear signs and symptoms. There is no confusion. And based upon the causative factors and everything, the remedy came up so easily in these cases and saw the immediate results. So the significance of, in conclusion, the takeaway notes is homeopathy works in acute emergencies. If acute well treated, it can abort a chronic condition. And in aphorism 6, that disease is the totality of the symptoms. And when we take all the totality of symptoms, we can get the remedy easily, and provides awareness among the public that homeopathy works when we treat the acute conditions. And it boosts the confidence of the homeopath, builds strong trust of the patient in this science, and it is highly economical and immediate result. Otorhinology is a medical field specializing in the diagnosis and treatment of patients with diseases or injuries of the ear, nose, and throat, and the surrounding area, including the mouth, sinuses, pharynx, and larynx. Mahatma Gandhi's quote, homeopathy cures a larger percentage of cases than any other form of treatment and is beyond doubt safer and more economical. Few remedy matrix collected from Boriki, Pathak, and many repertories. For otitis media, aconite, belladonna, chamomilla, hepar, calamine, tellurium, benign positional vertigo, conium, tabacum. So I'm not going to go through each and every one, but just few remedies which can be considered based upon the conditions of the client. Eustachian catarrh, impaired hearing, chinipodium, graphitis hypericum, Meniere's disease, causticum, and otalgia, boil in the auditory canal, foreign body, which everyone knows, silation, lower potencies, expels, mastocytitis, and nose remedies matrix, anosmia, aurum, allium, stricta, mercurius, silicea, rhinitis, R. salb, R. cyode, sapodilla, pulsatilla, epistaxis, mostly arnica, hemamylase, mellifolium, phosphorus, sinusitis, nasal polypi, teucrium. It's a wonderful remedy for the nasal polypi, which helps when the symptoms match, and anosmia, loss of smell also there, and injuries and foreign bodies. And the throat remedy matrix, pharyngitis, aconite, spongia, belladonna, hepar, streptococcinum, tonsillitis, tonsillolysis, laryngitis, hoarseness, and aphonia. In aphonia, causticum and populus candicans, where the acute hoarseness is there and they cannot, they like sits and bends forward, is a symptom that is seen with the dry cough.
Kavitha,
Yes.
we're about done. We have several questions. Do you want to just finish up? And
yes. Okay. And how many minutes, Myra? We have I have only 2 minutes left. I think I can finish in 2-3 minutes. That's all.
Okay.
Okay. And so those are the things. And this is a homeopathy study group, which is a pro bono. I have started this group for a dearest friend who is suffering with stage 4 cancer, lung metastasis, that is dedicated to her. And this study group provides the continuing educational credits for both CHC and non-CHC candidates. And we bring all the world-renowned homeopaths. So far, Dr. Nancy Gales and Dr. Massimo Magliore and Dr. Ghansham Kalatia have come, and there are many more lined up for this webinars. You can get more information, and this is a thing to fulfill the debut stream at January. Receive this one, and at my college, honored by Dr. Lingaraj Garu as a proud alumni at my college at Silver Jubilee visit. And I wanted to tribute to Dr. David Parkinson, which he says that, Kavitha, you remember me in your accomplishments. This picture was taken in 2008. So I haven't done anything great, but this is a great opportunity with being with world-renowned famous homeopaths. So I deeply send tribute to David, remembering him on this occasion with Professor Dr. Luke Montanari and many world famous homeopaths. And yes, Meera, I'm done, and please go ahead.
Okay. What is saccharum lactose?
Placebo. It's a name, placebo. Saccharum lactose. It's a placebo.
Okay. And how is the potency decided in all cases?
Yes, potency is like it matched the symptoms. It is based upon their constitution also, and their vitality, and matching how well it matched to their condition. So most of the in those cases some were given 30C because though it matched, but 30C and giving in frequent repetition was done, and in some cases 200. So most of the cases 200 where it perfectly matched to their mental state, their vitality, and the severity and intensity of the symptoms.
Okay, and then there's a lot of questions about the ear nosode. What is it and how is it made?
So it is made from the any parts of the ear. It is made, and just like any other nosode, it is prepared. So from the, as I said, like from the parts of it, it is made with the disease products. Parts of the whole ear, it is made the same way as a mother tincture and given, like just like the any other nosode, it is prepared.
So you made it?
No,
You
no,
made-
it is prepared from the pharmacy. Any pharmacy can have it.
Okay. And then in case 11, why did you give the placebo?
Yes, yes, yes. She was from village, and the thing is, in India, as I said, these are the expert cases from all over the globe. So mostly in India, along with the, if we give the one dose of the remedy, we give the placebo. So even though if you give like 3 or 4 doses, and then we give the placebo to take 2 or 3 times in a day, they feel like they are taking the remedy. So placebo is given in almost all the cases in India.
And what is PopCan? You have a lot of questions, so I'm trying to.
Yes, that is a remedy popular candy cans. So it is one of the for the acute hoarseness. I haven't got chance, but I heard it. I haven't got chance to give it to any client. And the peculiarity or the uniqueness of that remedy is like they feel better when they sit and bend forward with the dry cough and with the acute hoarseness.
Okay. And do you recommend your clients get a basic kits? You have babies, toddlers, children, especially create a mini home kit for families, babies and
Yes,
children?
yes, and I usually refer Mirinda's or Washington homeopathy products or anyone's, all the whichever they have it. I usually refer them to get the kit, and I also personally give them uh, kits which they can have it. But usually I refer them to have this 12 remedies and that one. Starting with Aconite, Belladonna, Pulsatilla, Hepat, Chamomilla, like that.
Okay, and in case 7, why did you give Myristica rather than Silica?
Yes. So here, as I said, like let me go to that one because it has matched the symptoms, and as I said, like it in the Buriki, it is based upon the previous experience, and it takes out just like a knife, like means it takes out that pus and everything just like that. So that was from Dr. Mohammed Rafiq's clinic. So where is that one? Yes, and beautifully worked because usually we think of Heparsulf and Silesia, but in that case, it was so big and for long duration. So, and not clearly of any of these HEPAR or the silicious symptoms were there not. There was no offensiveness and no stitching pain and everything. So immediately gave that remedy.
Okay. And then is it possible to indicate an article about ear nosode and the source of the inner ear?
Yes, this was, yeah, I will just get this information more for you, or whoever has requested, please send them the email. And this is from one of my team experts. So I will get that information from our Kavita Holistic Approach with that expert and share with them. So please kindly get back to me at kavitake@gmail.com.
Okay.
kavitake@gmail.com.
And you have lots of praises. And then I'm going to do the close now. Thank you.
Thank you all. And please, if you have more questions which I haven't answered, I can get back to you, and you can email at kavitakehomeo@gmail.com. And we have this study group also, which is on social media. Thank you so much, Myra, and thank you all for giving this opportunity. It is so simple, which I have shared. There are a lot of things can be shared. And first, I want to say thank you to once again to National Center for Homeopathy and for you all.
Yes, so thank you to our supporting sponsor for this session, the National Center of Homeopathy. Remember, this session is approved for continuing education hours by Achina. If you would like to receive a certificate of hours for attending the session, you must take the quiz located in the activities section of your conference website navigation menu. Next up, we'll have a 30-minute yoga exercise break from 9:30 to 10 at the Zoom meeting hall. And then we'll reconvene here at GoToWebinar for Paula Brown's presentation from 10 to 11:30. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.